Do you know the most used reason that people have for not being able to keep fit and stay healthy and reach that ideal weight is, I don't have time. So I ask my clients, what do you spend every minute of your day doing? Something not so crucial, maybe? I don't know you, so you'll have to work that one out yourself. Scrolling on the phone, maybe? Too much TV? Gossiping? Being unorganized? Procrastination? Is there anything more crucial than your health? What is health to you? Studies also show that the second most used reason is lack of motivation. But aren't they one in the same, really? If you find the motivation, you'll find the time. If you make time, you'll be creating the motivation. This is why I believe it's so crucial to find the right starting point for you. Know what you're going to do with your new health and fitness when you have it. Get excited. Come on. Not long now. You know you can do this. It doesn't have to be what you think is expected of you or what you think is normal. Imagine this. Even if it takes you 6 whole months to get where you want to be. Could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. In the big scheme of things, not long. You can see that far ahead. You can feel how great that would be. There's only one strict criteria here. Start time is now. You will only get there if you start now. Imagine just for a few minutes how you will feel if you look back in 6 months' time having done nothing. But look, I'm sure you would agree, a lasting lifestyle change depends enormously on how much you are enjoying it. But I completely understand making significant changes to your lifestyle from something you enjoy that isn't getting the results you want to something that will serve you well in your quest for health and fitness. It can be difficult, sometimes daunting. Let's be honest, enjoyment comes in all sorts of ways. I mean, I know after a hard day's work, getting a takeout, having a well-earned beer or a glass of wine and watching a box set can be pretty enjoyable. That's easy. Anyone can do that. Honestly, there is really no way of packaging this to convince you that everything you do to improve your health and energy levels will be enjoyable from the beginning. You see, here's a problem I see so often. What happens is we become accustomed to the person that we've become and adjust to it to make it feel more comfortable, whether that is overweight, buying bigger clothes, unfit, taking the lift instead of the stairs, unhappy, putting on a front, unagreeable, maybe, unsociable. And we convince ourselves that all is fine when deep down we really know it isn't. So it's a bit like when we hurt a leg, we limp to disperse the pain and a hip is thrown out. And then we just adjust more and get used to it. Because the fear of the solution to change becomes more uncomfortable than staying in the pain itself, whether it's physical or mental. So let's look at it like this. If you practice this, it's a great way of getting out of it, accepting that mindset. So listen, you might want to write this down. The amount of effort you put in is equal to how you feel when you succeed. It's not equal to the amount of success itself. Does that make sense? So whether you lose a pound or 10 pounds, walk or run an extra few meters or 10 miles, make a point of feeling good about it. It may not seem like much of a breakthrough to begin with, but this is what will get you the best, better and quicker results. Look, you wouldn't get halfway up a mountain and not look back and appreciate the magnificent view and see how far you've come, pat yourself on the back a bit, or look up and see how far you have to go and let that stop you from keeping going to the top and enjoying even more magnificent views. So why do that with your health? Smile at your accomplishments. Notice the positive changes. Consciously feel good and do a little dance, joy maybe, focusing on what you got right, however small. If you keep focusing on the problem, you just might miss some great solutions. Are you with me? Activate your reward system, pat yourself on the back, release the serotonin, the feel good hormone. It does what it says on the tin, and you're the only one that can open it and feel the knock-on effects, which will all create the desire to keep you going, not give up. So, guess what? Remember the first thing I said, the number one reason for not taking action to get healthy? Finding the time is not the issue. Actually, it's the easy part. Once you know why you're doing it and the fabulous benefits you'll get, it's easy. Anyway, the reason I'm banging on about this feeling good thing and creating the momentum of the step-by-step process is because I want to tell you about sprouting. And I don't want you to go, oh, sounds like a faff too far to me, and turn me off. Listen, I'm what you might call a healthy fast fooder. That's quality, nutritious, tasty food fast. If it takes me longer to prepare it than eat it, it's not for me. So keep watching if you want a highly nutritious addition to your diet with little faff, once you know the tricks. So this is my lovely sprouter made of the lovely terracotta pottery. It's also quite nice if it's just hanging around the kitchen doing nothing for a few days. I'm not actually going to do a demo here, by the way, but I have got some pictures that I'll show you in a minute from doing mine last week. And it really is exciting. But let me start by saying, if you are looking to be healthier and fitter and indeed lose some weight in the process, topping up with an abundance of nutrients will help your body do exactly that. You don't need to force any fat burning, get all obsessed or crazy metabolism fads. You literally just need to create an environment that helps your biological processes work more efficiently and get everything in your body working in your favor. It will happen instead of against you. So this is how it works and why it's so great. Sprouting these tasty little seeds, sunflower seeds, lentils, mung beans, whatever you fancy. You do chickpeas. It means that they become, as they grow, they become more nutritionally dense. The longer they become, the more packed with nutrients they are. How great is that? We've got magnesium, phosphorus, manganese, vitamin A, vitamin E, the B vitamins, complete protein even, unlike some of the legumes that have amino acids, but not all the essential ones to make up the complete protein. Omega-3 essential fatty acids and stacks of vitamin C. So delicate and easily destroyed in cooking and long storage. Calcium, chlorophyll, the fabulous soluble fibre, so good for feeding good bacteria. One thing you may have read is that many of these seeds and lentils have phytate in them that binds certain nutrients and inhibits them from being absorbed in our body when we eat them. In particular, iron, zinc, magnesium, all these things are great for your energy. This can be a real problem if you are vegan or even vegetarian, if you're using them to boost your protein intake. But it's great news because as they germinate, they produce an enzyme that neutralizes the phytate and releases the nutrients so that they can be more easily absorbed and utilized. How amazing is that? So now we have the great tasty snack in addition to your meals. That's great for your gut health, your heart health, blood, cell protection, digestion, and to top it all, low in calories. Look, when I first started doing this, I seemed to get it wrong every time. But I have to confess, I didn't really have great success with hummus to begin with either, until I discovered that cooking the actual chickpeas was essential. You can find videos on YouTube that show you how to grow the sprouts, say for instance in a jar. That seems to work for a lot of people. It has holes in the lid and you just drain the water out by turning it upside down. This clearly works for people, but it never worked for me. It just went mouldy and brown before I got to eat them. You must not eat these if they go soggy or brown, as they can do more harm than good in your digestion. You want them to be clean and fresh and healthy looking. Some people clean the seeds in beans in vinegar first. I don't, because I've never had a problem. Anyway, that's why I turn to the tray design. You can get plastic ones, but I do my best to steer clear of plastic as much as I can. And these are not expensive anyway. I probably paid under £30 for those. So firstly, you soak your seeds and lentils of your choice in deep, clean water for a few hours. You can leave them overnight and rinse in the morning. Then I usually put them in for a couple more hours. Once I've rinsed them, pour them into your sieve and then give them a good shake and pour the water over them and then put them back in the pot. When it's time, you can put them in your sprouter, lay them in the different shelves, and then you pour the water slowly over them, and the water seeps through to each different level through the holes. I'd still rinse them every day, actually, but you probably don't have to. You just want to keep them nice and clean and fresh. I've also seen someone do this in an airtight container, but this has never worked for me. Look at how each day they grow and grow. Then when you think they're ready or you want to eat them, you just leave them for a bit to dry off a bit, and then you can just decant them and put them in the fridge. The ones I find a little bit challenging are chickpeas and sunflower seeds. They grow quite quickly and they're amazing, but I don't want to leave them too long for them to go brown. So I usually eat them within 3 days. Delicious. Anything longer than that, it starts to taste a little bit bitter to me. I really encourage you to give this a go. You can eat them as a snack, actually, or you put them on your salads, and you can even put them in a stew or a soup. But make sure that you put them in at the last minute. You don't want them to cook. That would defeat the object. It's so easy, and you'll find what works for you the best with a couple of experiments. I'm just here to inspire quick, hugely dense nutrition for great health easily. I bet you don't think you need much more than this to get going. But if you do need a little bit more support, please hit the subscribe button and listen to some more videos, or go to the link below. Check out the Refresh Your Health online program. But whatever you do this. Make great health your priority. Make it your life, not your goal, but your reward. Just being here means you want this. You're amazing. Make it happen. Don't hit the snooze button now. Go, go, go. See you soon.